Etiana mene former chairman Emma the National Democratic Congress Chabo Ofosu Ampofo photo and your account to me say and we say me can mitiminya what I say me fancy to me question and I friend so yet me a kind year local governments ye kind of pass a juma wo ye no na eson pa chairman akwaba
yeah
umpomu ye de na se ne ese wo do kakra ho de aba
eguso anti se say matimi ananti abedru ha
na chese onyame ne ye da na se onyame
ne ye da na se na anopa mba se na wasi hiti no na mejidi se anhwa me ben okra obehye
chama me amajo mabafo na chairman obeka se NDC as a political party my ready muy serious for power 2024
yedikama minchia wahwefo ene atiefo na anope na memfase da kese magana fo omodo wo mpaibo time achi ebra mekwa hochire kakrem the readiness of NDC to win power enye nene start megide say ebra yeto about 2020 yede edi gidi say nkunimde ne ba yafa na niema bi antoto yenti no kokokota yamfa ansha yensa no eno an ye hye asese yaso fi ase bro enso ntama na wani ye kokko nti ye hye asese ye reorganize party no ebo modern call all the 16 regions and no mko share ye to adwen ye mia broni be friend no say a friend say ye debriefing and ye review ema ye hu niama anko yie ba bia o say de toto ne ade nyina ye di kan ye no kra ansana ye be share say ye elections ye branches answer the ebekode aye akọ hu the state of our branches and the kwan be faso a e betimi da tutu niam yi nti for the first time our party a history mu branch elections no kra no national officers ifrin kran ekọ all the regions ekọ twatwa eye adwuma ehwe say structure na the basic structure na party no branch no ye de besi hoye okay we kaya ye Ashanti region ni Eastern region esi nchen ama ye we all the 14 regions no ma dodo na sign course at two regions no ekoye adwuma move unit to unit ehwe say ne wase ye bi the party ni sisi ho no ye besi ho eno achi ansa na ye hyase ato aba ayi branch executives now through branch executives no ya dey constituency elections and through constituency elections ya dey regional elections answer na me be free to cross a chairman no party no ya reorganizing no from branches now about we do region
okay
until the only structure of the party me fa dey say na eni ho no the national structure na eno na call congress e ko yi national officers and now mo na party no so until no the journey began immediately after the 2020 election. Until you can readiness, and you say, Bia, and I will who say, enipa bi namon ya kase no you need to put structures in place. Until me met me as NDC is ready for power in 2024 because the journey towards winning that power no yantnas dako. Now processes ne ashas ya ba bi dum pempen so all the structures of the party no are in place. I mean said the final structure no na campaign teams party no e dey atudwa say ya say ya two campaign teams you dey no tudwa penetra say the superstructure no are complete ama e was be akoda no me sure say from this time on no maybe the last thing I can say party no e be launching the manifesto na fe ya dey jumade no akoso nti me fancy campaign programs in the ni na wo and egwa kwamu a and no say me to kwan ko ba bi kakra I got opportunity to pass through Eastern region briefly. Now all the 33 constituencies organized as no deputies a major workshop mu Asia ediama ebetua bomb no madwuma de atumi akoso minya opportunity and no mkokasa Emma mean so no. I mean, you also me boa no to me because you say organization the Maakye. You know, I am a domain. Me am do hon say. We do have the topic the man because we know the topic the bro 3 months ago crank and then you know they were all happy until no member party number so say all along all the systems and structures are being put in place to ensure say the party will fire on all cylinders and ensure say this time around meaning say we have any excuse to give Ghanaians we are because could be a Ghana for ebeshia ono asmo maka na say e de beto abana mamo akase mbebo abato na ye beto no ban na ma make sure say the resource is declared nti wu say NDC ani abre na da bia ye ni wo isi so ye ni wo isi so a wani anko isi no so na wa make sure say the right thing is being done there ye do say kan ebedwa danka and na say once beaten twice shy nti no we say party na near bread the flag bearer is talking about it, leaders are talking about it. See bia kwakwa na se atrase amana ba atiabo ndi chimakum no ne banti kuma on transfer bia na sentonko entino we awareness na say ye na be raise the necessary awareness I will say we need a very neutral umpire electoral commission betimi amma yenya gidie say nkofo koto ma ba abato no ye can so e be declare because enko ban say 2020 ye to abawie ya electoral commission to me declare resource or declare we are no asan ba abeka chan say na me de ba na mistake nti no me san be sesa e mo sesa ya be 5 times or thereabout e been see that since 1992 one of the basic requirement what your constitution no say see to abawie the electoral commission is supposed to declare the results once or can one we are and one no. So it's now called between national said my mistake. Then of course by what your lawyer for nature say the results should be declared null and void because it has constitutionally defeated itself. And no enya there papa kra unfortunately no your court Supreme Court no ye nya kwan ama commissioner no amegina doc mu ankyere ye ntia or yes adem because 2012 no the court Supreme Court na Farijan was made to come and stand in the dock and with me explaining the decisions near the na Supreme Court judges no interrogate until at the end of the day no Supreme Court no kra no directives your policy directives say electoral commission munye say send e be ya sadi we say insensible. Unfortunately we didn't get that opportunity in after the 2020 Supreme Court. You need to know what we in the Supreme Court me and my orders be say sa orders in the electoral commission say and it's the same commission that is there now. Inti your responsibility say be policy commission. Okay. Now you're making sure say the right thing is done at all time. That make me not obi can say obi can so electoral commission for to be regular election na and Marco can say I didn't America say you see the processes leading to the election and the more we have confidence in the system. Recently, look, I say, year registration. Year registration. Now you say a person, you call your exhibition of the friend, they say, transfers. Now, electoral commission, all of a sudden, by say, few of party, you see, oh yes, you don't build confidence in the system. You see a number no soon fidia, a number no never. You no man started. You told you na no na ye. Mama agent for kwan abetrum. Adena e kodru say transfers but because the transfers no kra no more critical than the registration.
Registration ankasa.
Wonu me say obi betimi atena computer echi. Na watimi action nipa be 100 every one constituency the one constituency. Why gerrymandering? Enunti na we say political parties not tenase. Now we ye transfer every day be a normal over transfer no. One more omo churo say nipa say they transfer one particular say no. We ni nyina na say transfer period no twam a okofa new register na now ye transposition one who say sa din dodo we say no e na akọ constituency we na akọ nti say bibi balance and numbers na sesa no evidence so oba no dey about bisa now ka say man ma bi o there. The last time, I say 2012 election, Tema East, Yenua campus of Ofosu, he lost by 3 votes. In fact, in the year 2000, our constituency, a friend of Okre constituency, na MP or near friend Honorable Fuzitobe, Olusu by 2 votes. Enti se wo kotnase na wo ye transfers no bit me efa kwati kwan bi so e 100 free baby ko baby it can you can lose the seat. Enti ayame de say NDC insist yes say enyam na mutu ye ka ya ne abase be observe you know ye be transfer yanko. So the directorate issue instruction say we should defy the electoral commission order no edna nyamencha the electoral commission for nankasa ABT retreat and by 360 degrees after the end I can say Maakye and after the Montwaso. That is the kind of system that we want to build. So the buyer ubia any boom no who said again one of the major worries and the officers are you and elections so from temporary officers. So officers no so mu kodi and who be ye ya hey nasa o ka se kumawu e bi ko ji sika ya si ya twon mo afiri hodom enti no ya replace you bisa say after replacing them what punitive actions has been taken against them enti one put a strong system in place obia betimi akọ and I heard Ofosu Ampofo saying so no MPP ni okọ kumawu no obobo nkrofo bi din omo ye executives of the party na electoral commission for recruit some returning officers. Those are the subtle issues near the regular election. Previously what the electoral commission used to do they say election running at the constituency no and yet district officers in the running election no. In fact the district officers of the electoral commission for ya form ni tuomoka Bosumi be whether there is election or not, it's your muka. But a na a run election. No. Returning officers, any deputy returning officers. No. One man casa the running the show. No. Sankofono, they are only temporary officers. One moon electoral commission phone to Obano be di and the amount of Sembia now see where you don't cry. Oh, Lusu be free. Into what the electoral commission used to do under Farijan. And I'm saying Charlotte say, yeah, they say, yes, publishing the names of the returning officers and their deputy returning officers. Near the above people, say, Sandipa when the electoral commission intends using them for the next election and answer registration. As soon as you wait, and the person, you know, returning officer, the 2 deputies near the now you call memorandum from the public say, wouldn't be beer. It's you am say sankrofo we dom wo ntimi nya sa adwuma na amfa petition mra one farm within a certain specified day na etwamu a na che say kan no pado uni asem bia wo say wo kan bi this time the electoral commission is not doing it into bisa who say how do they even recruit the officers so officers are be recruit them as returning officers no they in turn recruit the presiding officers into one careful na say na Ofosu Ampofo kan ya obi ye MPP executives no akwa nya kwan say ya yi no as returning officer or no akwa yi presiding officers no any other auxiliary officers of no be adwuma no that is how elections are rigged a gradual process into those processes must be done with absolute transparency I was say political parties no any anya yanko oko IPAC ye wo IDEC ye wo IE ye were other institutions in fact some of the embassies no USAID and them say British for any Netherlands for money did now our interest our election to one representatives IPAC all these stakeholders no must be part and parcel of the process in order to enhance openness, transparency, and gender confidence in the system. So the abundance will be say at every point in time, no, you won't be near who send your we are not saying say we want to take the independence of the Electoral Commission. But acquire say yeah boy referees omoro our Premier League, you know. One more a match conference or some say bibita pre-match conference. Normally play officials na koshia na referee ne do match commissioner say this is mra dey be adwumani. You cannot set out the rules without involving the stakeholders key players. Political parties need and they are referee. In the better than what I was say, one more may mra na ma no there. Now we park and also not footballers no 11 players no one win the park so between the referee man yi. And that is the understanding we say nyina yehu. Na civil society for ne mpanfo nyina hu say se pese election no mo ma ye ntwen kosi say time be so answer maka say mo ye all night prayers mo bobo empire no na de. Those ones are not necessary. Ne wasa we di kan ye de say ubahwe say niama ye di besisi akwamu no ye di gu akwamu we na bibia ye totin and no cry because already you know the systems will be in place, all the stakeholders are involved. Will be able to know what say, no and no and but baby a bit do a can once a month. Ya can say, Ubi a man and Nimraso say, you bet your mother and could say, Monia way na peri ye and no credium rum. Sunday by ya kotua bana and soon so babyano Ubi aja to more. That is where I expect our religious leaders and civil society organizations, traditional authorities near Didina, and show interest in the run-up and preparation. No, essence say akabosomeno. Ya force you say momesi na monko trans na monko sign memorandum of understanding say outcome of results. So say baby, if we don't do these things, that signature never go sign.
Okay. Some question me te bisapa, but manya wo yidie. Wo de wo ye wa ben. Say politics in we de chirache. Enti me sure say answer me hwe ne me nsabeka aden na akwet say party bia or power bia no the electoral commission ni beye no one problem with it but opposition no problem because afareja in time ye hu ye na NPP ene no problem and na most mo ba power afa na bibia ye fine moko opposition na mo ni isi anya problem MPP wo opposition no mo ne Charlotte say wo problem cha say it look as if say NDC ni MPP mumienu no do our opposition be an electoral commission no problem.
Well, Neomun
as a trust issue.
Neomun say a issue of trust. And a issue of the government of the day no.
More power ya mo ye niam bia
no. The government of the day no has a certain role to play.
Okay.
Together with the electoral commission. In managing elections. Opposition ni role bebre. Into opposition ni role no so be nani. Na ne ekoso no. Na need you waka na edi kan say the CI a constitutional instrument a parliament na akoye mra na ya dey regulate the electoral process i.e. registration and voting ni na na ode sa krata no kono enye isi na deko ya attorney general na deko enti to that extent no attorney general office no e wo some influence in pushing that process through. Patriotic American say.
Yes.
Me atosu mi no. Say koba say ye security arrangements. E wo election aba ye betumu a. The president no a otiso no. The commander in chief of the friends Ghana Armed Forces security agencies ni nyina no commander in chief. Into police na say IGP and in Crawford, Umbesha Baton na Eshanasi. And no, and na a call short no. It is one near Naha. Ubehuno na rumors are yet to say ye recruit a process recruitment no. Ye who advert via now be one say and Crawford no war. A friend said trading near trading one. Ubetino, yes, you a party apparatchiks. And the answer some and the Domoko Google. The intention they say you trade one Sunday by ya, you be deploy one on election day. Now you don't make agents. Now your position out you answer what is a way you coswa. Now so be me one on kasa. When you baba hosuna enyama afawase. Because the bedroom be no ba na regular police officers are more experience more would you say on the election day you deploy one bit me one baby no. Now officers be almost say ye nyina ya yi free chen and the day nkola bi say omo nkono hwe then it starts raising issues make I say minority for a year statement and say police recruit allegedly recruiting party boys from the government party no do akoshe me say interior minister no eba out be kan so se mo da me a me so be bobodin a mo nkrofo mo de won aba me bobodin e de a kire after no mo bobodin but that statement by the interior minister no alone should tell you say then there is something happening. But what to make can say obi so didi ya brew there na just say you are not following the due process. Yeah. So follow due process there and can tell say obi conform to the dia brew ntino obebo omudi no wa che odi omodi abro. It means that systems are not working and that people are manipulating the system to get certain people into the police and they could recruit you on Edoma say that. These are some of the worries are opposition. When you baba who no say Sanyama we no. I'll see it me come one so that we put the EC on its toes. Again, you now expect to say EC no ebe very open and transparent. But Uko who say a deputy commissioner of the EC, it me be nano a statement to say a major political party like the NDC no has become the most existential threat to the democracy of the country there. Then yeah, never saw what trans because I want in your non kawa on fairness. So what to me can say NDC as a major political party, a existential threat to democracy. Now, wow, said the partner, we are referee, when I share election now, so there. Then what do you want? You have to tell us, you city up because Sandy Paya no referee or game so there. So this is some of the things now a high thing and suspicion. My it me can say I was see any you may need that one be any because how so see we your boss my your can asem we and on one side commissioner in charge of say his operations so said then
yes so I think training
there be no no training
Srebo but master operations
I know the say I don't know say aduma no na so ogina no kasa asem here I thought say he owned an apology other baby and Quebec say even pressure will be brought by the system for you to resign elsewhere democracy here aduma systems here aduma who be one no kasa asem wa compromise opposition we cannot rely on your neutrality because you are also we here a referee wo behwe abano so a obi abenya gidie wo mu se ye ko wonche ne ekokan asem chewa ubeti o kan sa asem we pa na ade ehu akwakoto
but there is a difference
again say wo situation bi a wakofa commissioner ono by commissioner na immediately after before 2020 election na oye IT director a political party known o radio so kasama o TV so ya won the clips na dey gina all kasama party no now confirm so my commissioner at the time as I say sa adwumadi aye dey gina no a lot of the electoral process no are IT influence inti sa okofo bi so by commissioner na tie bia commissioners no omo assign one responsibility to say na can say obi in charge of operation so commissioner no can be assigned the responsibility say okoye in charge of IT system and IT deployment system or issue onipa nankasa was IT director for MPP and no commissioner it is all assigned so no kohwe IT systems so how can you build confidence in the system it impasa Ghana for na tie say me matna IPAC for over 17 years and I'm who IPAC so because me be your organizer of the party 2002 besi time me be your chairman ya na manko IPAC view and no me be vice chairman director of relations na me ko almost between 17 to 19 years and the matna electoral system no mu aye adwuma e bia me kra kababia nka e betimi aka me ko commissioner kra me hu say experience amanya me metimi the commissioner man obi ti say e bia me say makmanu ya ne natena adwuma isu a o ka so commissioner obetimi intino ye nyina no ye de adwen to ato a ene ye de boa say ne be your system no one election after the other no ye benya a certain incrementality in terms of efficiency and delivery services na electoral commission no anti ye nya de no mo e wo manso ye no mo ni ntokwa but ne aye kan ne say wo ma ye nya confidence wo mo say atubade wo mo kodi no wo be ye no periperi ye na wo de no kredi be ye nyina ya prepare say no mbe ya adwen na yatimi akọ na akoto
difference the ben the war Afarijan regime any Charlotte say any Jane Mensa de nim
oh me dem be gidi say
wa say ho ha no
me
yantini bebre Afarijan
time me Dr. Afarijan eya adwuma pa Dr. Afarijan eya obi a obie ne pro eto for suggestions
okay
eto da bia op consensus building no you're very experienced but obie ne pro o hwe reforms bebre nya wo electoral process mu na bebre no it take place during the time of Afarijan obeka obeya but obeboa se ba bi okra se moyante committee monyi monipa weni nipa yamfa civil society for nka ho ye ko akosomo ne akotena se ne akohwe the previous year no ne ahwe de ma ebeya ni nyina obehwe de ebepia ebeba no ne ye de ensan hyehyase enti electoral commission for no be implementing something that has already quietly been agreed by the major stakeholders including both the opposition and the government party and the smaller parties crowns no ye reps no do aka ho ne enti ye wo a lot of memorandum of understanding no one ya sa consensus approach ni aba but say koduru ba bia na posting no oh ipac kokwa abi bekona amokas ne ade first no he okwa electoral commission who say police ni kura gina gate because Afarijan no de no ho no ono aba ono anoka ne car edeba odi police ni tending check that's if you are doing the right thing don't be afraid and now okwa electoral commission amokas si ho no amokas na chi nyina kura no IT systems and laptops and they etimi ayira meaning ba bia nkrofo do etimi gbowura ironclad defense system ni security ni nyina etimi ko wia BVDs everywhere and yasi everywhere yehu ba bia so intino that was environment. The environment was open obi aka ne ope ba otimi ko du ba bia say obi ko ba bi na say osere kra yesa de no aba electoral commission na ye meeting wasre I had a famous friend say you know me pesa me mbon krofo din wa but so ada no aba ha wasre no kwan ye asem foforo obeba no meeting aye no na wo police for ni ade ejina ho kutatu ni ade eda nto ha na ekoko I mean within the four walls of the electoral commission conference room na iPad function na police ni bi edi ho eti ya political party no timi koto ato agin but be a disagreement baba no you disagree at the end of the day no we find common grounds to agree on certain things yet we are moving forward that is spirit I made them say going forward no not the position of the electoral commission emra from kakra na afi so no we ntimi improve communication I thought be a communication no enye papa they must you know my adwuma in time you person be bu nkrofo din but they have had some very good people normal manage on communication on PRs. I personally don't think that the commissioners should be talking. Personally, I don't think that by best practices, the commissioners should not be talking. They must have their PRs. Now, omukasa no mo ye mistake. So I say ochame kasa na no fuma ye mfa hwe ohin nti ohin kan na ode ahye chiame ano na chiame akasa nti chiame ye mistake chiame na ye mistake nti anka communication the commissioners they are the very top the common train momon pe professionals there are professional guys within the EC system one more systems na say more than commissioners and I want to repeat say electoral commission in Ghana no ye wo staffer wo technical staffer wo nimu adwuma no say commissioners no the commissioners were just appointed obi atena mu a debate 30 years o fresh department say he should be in charge of communication or kasa as a technical person who understands the system. They know it and we know some of them are in the system. I mean they are very professional so why are the commissioners now talking? They should not talk. No more technical people no any not the back and stop of the commissioners. This is a very humble friend saying free consultants advisor.
Okay, many chairman Ofosu Ampofo ene gusua yedi enkomo no former national chairman for NDC. Chairman, stories bebre wo ho a trending. Senate dia wo ho ni ye hotel sai say abeye enkomo. Ba ma mini kamisa we ya ansa no makọ senate dia no so. Cathedral no mu timi wini power mo beto aso.
Oh, sir, cathedral no de obi na no Nyankopon so ne dae e na o ka hye Nyankopon se oboa me na se be president mesi cathedral na me de ahwe no nyam nti enye me Ofosu Ampofo ameti we enye me na me ko ebo hye ebo me ma sorry am ko no ye sisi conference rooms ni bi so sen cathedral capacity wo e da ko gomu afete na ko hye Pentecost Convention Center na o hye big auditoriums na omosi na ebinum kra capacity no so ese cathedral no saa so na okọ na okọhwe Perez Dome na okọhwe sania Aginasare na wasi wo ho okọ eye Samkanchankra Oil Dome na okọhwe na wasi wo ho dum na okọhwe na nsanya ma hu se ba ko bi nso apie wo Chado eye ICGC enso wasi kase bi e wo ho dum Usha, them say bebre means me mo bebre din, but at least Usha uko a friend say Anakazo now kohwe lighthouse uko Mampong now kohwe Anakazo danya lighthouse for si ewo ho me ye sure say the kasiye beye the capacity beye sesen ebia cathedral ya omusi enti me I have contributed to my church in building some of the most magnificent conference centers in Munia Dia Ohono. Me infa will be promise I don't think President Mahama will take that promise for himself. You see, it will be a failure on the part of Nana Akufo-Addo between him and his God for failing to fulfill a promise. Bible moon me after. After call catch Nyankopon say me ba na ma me di nkunima na me hia me fi anim bia me de beba for ya ma no be hia ne ba akopɛ. And so say urade mabie manoa kanti no me nsan machi enti Nana Akufo-Addo ne Nyankopon o masem na ono de Nyankopon de beka o masem ene na me hwɛ ayi container kese bi a se 40 footer container a ye de freeze dry ba ya ye kofa ebo to mu me nim player de ba se de shift na de ba se de yo ene ye de abesi ho a ne bi a no se sa ebo no ya kofa freeze dry e de ba ba foundation of the foundation na nsuo tagusu as say be sure say ukohwe nsuo no mu a say reptiles no name empotro no ne ade egum no enya asem keto is that what to do? I don't think say personally sitting here no I supported and continue support say you use state resources the enfanya sade ne to so mienu some person we see cathedral but be omo this cathedral no ko see I think the siting was wrong. Me hu sa dan na wo kan no e dan no na need 2 years judges ne dan no e ye foforo pa no mosi e mono chiao e no mosi na me say 2 or 3 story e no mosi sin bebre sa adan na mosi na judges no. I know a judge who resigned from the judiciary because of that decision. O see there be ultimately say e dan ama no so onam na onfanya na juma judges ono na katua ya he adwuma so omo ye no so they need peace of mind na ne aba na ejina so say 2 na kwotena baabi da yemubu dan no edan foforo obi resign because of this ebubu sade we ebubu a friend said adan bebre wo honum Greater Accra Regional Minister Binu says our residents no and some other scholarship secretariat no money adan yebubu ni nyina. Do you know the cost of it? Some person build the cathedral very easy for pram asase da ho no si cathedral no na create growth posts around the cathedral because cathedral we see the kase na nkrofo kra ba conventions na de ho ha one pedua ne ombedi nti ebetimi build restaurants no ne ade any hotels no ne ade around it ubenya a huge car park no so kra no ebetimi ayo obi adwuma obi kwa betimi am private sector bi say the BBC bi a say underground park car park bi na so overhead car park and conformal conference a also betimi generate employment it betimi aye na in future no what we are expanding the idea ma bebre ye ho kire ye wo ha area mu ha moti ya catch I want to know They went and break all this. Do you know the cost of it? Now what break is at the way in area? Wow, I want 20 million. And Maakye. Now, well, I'm happy, Dr. Bawumia, for whatever reason he had decided, say, he wants to go and carry the burden of Nana Akufo-Addo, Christonia, Akujina Hoden Nyankopon, Aye Atuna, Afi, they will say, so now can we say, Nana Akufo-Addo shared that, say, oh, see me, said Nebaya, Ubeja to more no Bawumia,
David Nisolo,
as a Muslim, no, about basic cathedral. You see, I mean, if you want power, you must have certain principles. I don't know where Bawumia stands. The principle, meaning baby and the principle, but in leadership, no, you must define yourself, who you are. You are not going to stay, say, or change from maybe a bar, who say, and from under a bar, where the pendulum swings in your favor, no, you tilt that way. When it is against you, you don't. You are going cherry picking. Oh, I didn't say there, me a driver's mate. It is no me there, me nkasa. Me dem who driver's mate opa ko odoko kaneshi na kwagina ho na hwe the active driver's mate. In fact, drivers no any mate no kra no mate no e control car no kra say me maintain kra ba ho beti no so odoko kaneshi oh eshamokobe and ojina say medan no obie o say yambi no say me na just onu na me ene me kra na papa. Mate no you so active say okase kwa e na woko okase gina no agina enti so obi be kase me be mate me no na ma yimu me nkasa e na mete ho no koduru ba bi na say nurse fo allowance akamu a also I have directed that ye gi sika de mfa more na saa time no do onye mate o. So Dr. Bawumia has no principle. And we don't want a leader who lacks principle. If you want to be the leader of this country, you must have principle, you must define yourself, you must let people know who you are, what you stand for. Dr. Bawumia has no balls. Otherwise, he can't even name his running mate. Go into their constitution. In December, running mate after you were elected. After you went to 1 month. We cannot entrust this country into the hands of somebody who cannot even name his running mate. It is late. He is late in the day. He's late in the day. He has shown to all Ghanaians to say he's not in charge. Some people will control him. He will not control himself. He's not a man of his own. We want President John Dramani Mahama who stands on his feet and says, he takes responsibility for what he does. He apologizes when he makes a mistake and he moves the country forward. Let me assure you, sir, baby or man we could do no. John Mahama is the safest pair of hands. I don't mention this. Dr. Bawumia cannot joke with the life of this country because you cannot go somewhere and meet members of the clergy. And penifo achofo twotwo now no makokasa o no kasa we dey fra I was joking. We don't want a president who will joke. Governance is a very serious business. And if you want to be president of this country, we don't want a joker to be president. And I want Ghanaians to know, say, yempe joker. I was joking. Joking before the clergy? Before Ghanaians? No way. Dr. Bawumia, enough is enough. And someone kind obey a lecture, go and take them one by one.
Oh, David Chairman, the man call now come here say, videos no mun sem ya na mo kana mo ba. Dr. Bawumia mpe.
And the mebobia no pay.
I don't know bebo.
Mebo pa. Me mpese obey.
What's who say videos na ya na come ontimi.
Me waterma. Me de yanka bi shame. And Dr. Bawumia betin jatema. And no batema oil refinery anymore. Only Maakye for Tama oil refinery anymore because vacuum. And why a major industrial area free community for and about Edeko. And obey John so. And now by the person shaking and for boss. Sa kwana say no crano. And one more near bitumen road view. Now more have a concrete road. Sa concrete road no. One more the sa Tema kwano and the beshas. Yeah. More producers in after program no more kwesa kwano. Number one, the state of that road. Now, if you want to entrust this country into the hands of such a person to become president. Number two, Cecilia, I can say, What the Crawford 100,000 Ekogu Independence Square say, when I create one stop shop, 100,000 people, about Napco, Ajuba, Ediaye. And then me by Yan Maridi said about 65,000 of the Naku traders. They say, it be no the car, you don't cut 9 months, it be no the car 12 months, it be the car 16 months. You Moka. And then Napco, Yamutu. Ni come in some Ukraine say, Nana Kufuado Bekacha Ghana food na say, Wakofa economic whiskey. No better the economy of this country round. Now, or your Dr. Muhammadu Baumia, the number say, or no about chairman of the economic management team. No about drive the economy. Now, Nyomo Baba say, on be changing the structure of the Ghanaian economy from friend said production from taxation to production. They are going to radically transform the economy and change the economy of the country. Yeah, you know, Sabio, what your mom now when you be changing the structure of the economy. Now you move from taxation to production. Now yet me produce no be any beer. Sabu we are DCDO, we are CPPDO, we are there. So production no cost no mano. Hotona, Nkola Benya Jumaye, Niama Bobefo, we are all praying, say, a Bebasosa. And then, Abanya, what taxi Ghana for, as saying all other governments in the history of this country is under Dr. Baumia's chairmanship of the economic management team. Omaya, COVID Yaria, a year Yariwa, a Beka Yenya, and now COVID Yana, a Yamshiabano. And then, Baumia, that's what edgy COVID tax. COVID Ghana how come say o ko to aduane no restaurants na hwe receipt na ya de be ma no sa aduane kaka wudi akọ yam no utua COVID tax utua NHI tax utua VAT utua get fund aden. So you just oppose this one with the promise of mine and what be say does he have any credibility in coming to ask Ghanaians for a mandate? Oba ya no John Mahama, December 2016, I ever hand you over no. Na dollar near 3 cedis, 8 pesos. $1, 3 cedis, 8 pesos. And I'm buy and another kufu do food also kufu time no. Now $1 is to 1 Ghana cedi. John Mahama buy no $1 is to 3.8. Enti no oba no abe sisi ne manwa eni. Yeah, and the dollar, CD no, is almost 16 cedis to $1. Where is Dr. Baumia? And on them no sir. Asano sukranwa, read him nukrane, and you money asano kwanswa, and can put me sabia, and then you no kwa, Nankaja, Mranti, and the Chama Sabiana, answer. Now, also be that is your them. What you call Oma Cossad? Oma Cossad, 1 money at the him for no. You are here, I don't shed them. Let's throw into my free. There's a throw said the sister because or he who pidum. Not a sabu or take a course to a baby, said, now you're bo a man, I say you're bokiti. Now, or Cossada, I say, yeah, so Nanocrado went to me. And Sobrina Noa, never has a Nahine don't go training Benny at the mouth. Say, baby, $1 could be. Where is Dr. Baumia? And Noko. Well, Jan Oye, Azonto, so they said, what's dancing on Nam Nosa? And the dollar is also dancing alongside with him. The $1 no so well say Baumia no so hurry. I must say dollar ecosystem. No, it's a very serious matter. Me name yonku bi kase nra. A na o ka che me say. Ono no ye adwuma, ba bi o ye adwuma na ketu ya kakra. Nti o call pension, o so call pension at 55. Na owie no na oje 13,000 a month as the pension. Nti na itimi so no. Ni bibia of say I mean with 13,000 no, it's okay. And o ka che me say, sa 13,000 no. So time no original. Now it was almost about $1,200. Yeah. It was the year BBI. Also says 13,000. A year less than 500. It's just about $500. You see, and you know the disposable income no kutano, the value no, are confirmed by over 50%. Inti, what to say about 7-point-something million Ghanaians are poor.
Yeah.
What the economic policies of this government is doing is to push so many people into the poverty line. Because first, now we income near $1,200. Net me obi income number $500. You are being pushed gradually into the poverty line. It will your worker. Now worker to yana award now to me bibi na and now share. Sada enyama boye the dollar could now redenominate no. Now push you into the poverty line. It is say no. Abawe have succeeded in pushing as many Ghanaians, almost 40% of Ghanaians, into the poverty line. And the about to able to say no, me Ghana for say, me patro and yes sir, me mama no and papa no MPP near me too muntino. Ya can MPP na me timwa me kwa kodi echi. Dwien wo dachi President Kufuor in 2000 or say hwe wasetenam na to aba. Me patro
campaign message na say munyina mo ka o.
Me patro second menya obi obe remixer and now bobo onkrofo bi a me so ba ko ampena sempa Kofi Kenata.
Oh sa
entika obetimi no no nenum na say ye ready
say ne infant ne mu pi
enti hwa system na to aba pa no omkofa Kufuor de no say no si ball no no me remix kakra ma me besia kakra kra me pena me de abwa na me de na maka kire Ghana for say enne hwe wasetenam na to aba.
But Chama, is it possible say momo background betimi reverse dollar because yeah, as you acquire any more, BBN me reverse.
Yeah, let me tell you. You see, there are certain basic things that people must know. Ghanaians should not throw their hands in despair. Normal Catcher said there is no hope. There is hope in John Mahama and NDC. My class much no. Okay. Wouldn't be a dollar, baby, I could do. Ninti I could do, sir. Your major foreign exchange and a kuku. Under John Mahama, na yewra Fred say Upuni. Dr. Sinopuni, Chief Executive of Cocoa Board. We achieve 1 million tons of cocoa per annum. So 1 million tons, yet me koji syndicated loans. By $3 billion. Now ya koji every amanone any syndicated banks. There the $3 billion now break Bank of Ghana be to accounts. Now aye buffer. Aye si achi back see e dey support to yesidido. Because there were enough reserve $1. I bet me the a transactive business. So many are there. Why is a cocoa no tono? So cocoa no tono and kakranka. I bet me have vice. I did we $1. Petrol yam for we kakrankoto. Yam for me. It's neat me sir. And then Nana Kufuor. Well, appointed only one chief executive for the past 7.5 years. South Papano, of free cocoa growing area, of free Bogosu area. Many did not call parliament, not representing the people of the good people of Amanfi East. When I was representing the good people of Antiaqua, that time Antiaqua didn't South and North Interior. Me represent the whole Antiaqua. Joseph Buayedu appointed as chief executive of Cocoa Board. Atimia supervising cocoa industry no. And my cocoa production, see, I'm not say a year less than 500,000 tons. Eti what me born ama we pushy production ama 500,000 tons of fruit so ama hoka. In fact, it says it's about 400 and something metric tons. Maye. One yeah. And so you need. See, I don't touch him for the amount that we have you.
Good is for the amount.
Touch him for the father. See a beer head of you.
By the way. Okay. And I said, cocoa production, they can't be nama city.
One of the major challenges is cocoa production. Inti say yanya analysis ni year. Ni transfer so ababi aba ontimi nya. Under President John Dramani Mahama no, or the pragmatic measures egu kwan mu. Or say cocoa no asase na hin. Eti the cocoa dua ni si so a yield the back of fam. Eti memma mu free fertilizer. We the fertilizer no for gu cocoa nase. Na enso na yield the nkosoro. Yield no kosoro a. U cocoa farmer no o production no be kosoro. Usika be doso. Aban no so ono so ni percentage be dey. E be doso. Ni atoso mienu no. Mebo modern I introduce cocoa roads. na baby a akwan na nya kokoo no kra bre a yentimi nkoyi no for the first time no me di quota e be gu kokoo akwan so se na be cars betimi akọ kokoo farm gates no na kwosesa kokoo no na de aba. These are deliberate policies. Maya nursery na madua mayi resist nursery no bebre na mama akuafo na besesa kokoo nursery so no ya nursery free mo mefa na mo nkodua na masanya ma ya beye free spraying say na be kokoo eni nyina ebeye. All these are deliberate policies abane dugu say be kokoo industry do betimi akoso. We did not achieve the 1 million ton no just by math. Because so the math a year planting for food and jobs shortage of food and prices of food were and the prices are going up. If these are the indicators we are going to use to vote today, now make us say Dr. Baumia and the MPP oma fairly obano. Na ohiesti ya bia me panisho tachima de no onfa no na no person de bia we ase no onfa tachima si ano nye na Ghana si ane de me pamcho ye mfa no ye hia a very experienced hands but we Ghana kodu no you need hia adwene kese te say John Mahama wa kwadare amamum na ene wo hia John Mahama na obisa na mamu asem from Amina to Zinabu. Everything about the economy of this country. Now say John Mahama and no, yeah, where he was. We want a president who will tell us where he's taking the country to. And do you know why Ghanaians should vote for John Mahama? John Mahama has one term. Or Basse bulldozer. Oh, here another term. No, I can't say when you're corrupter. That means you are. You can't say John Mahama is on a path of redemption. Resetting this country and redemption. We need him. Yempo bi oba say me be pay 8 years inti no me be katasumo mo aso ma be da dan conform man John Mahama ehia 4 years. 4 years of pragmatism, 4 years of action oriented governance, 4 years of telling Ghanaians what it is, 4 years of using all the experiences when ya e wo man we mu no answer be call retirement no I can say I have given my all. You know, President Mahama want to pour everything out of him. President Mahama want to leave Ghana an empty person. So say, oh, Onyema bebre onumua, menena nantiache, and I know what he can offer this country. The passion that is driving John Mahama, they say, he knows where he's taking this country to. The health sector. The health sector. Sanya President Mahama vision and or dream say, Mama build the best of health infrastructure, Mama Maya, and can COVID by Assam to ye. In fact, ministers Nibi Omoye, Minister of Health, no, Omko da University of Ghana Medical Center, Ibisa, Omko Reste. Aje Yekra, Yetimia provided hospital, and yes, so beautiful and so comfortable, say, Minister Kranyari, with me, that is the vision of John Mahama. Go to Rich Hospital. Manfila manone aba me call at Rencham Koto me and I make that hospital. Facilities are what the best hospitals you can get in every part of the world. No call Rich Hospital like Bio. University of Ghana Medical Center is state-of-the-art hospital. Yeah, wako Bank of Ghana Hospital hoda.
Oko patrol room. Ba UGMC de mawura ho. Wan kasa opasam nti ko opasam opasam say ya no wuram because patrol e wo ha ya o. Opekra me wi a me do beko. Ko Bank of Ghana Hospital na ko the facilities there. Top notch, state of the art. Bia megapoha. Na me bo chairman ho. E na e address e besi International Maritime Hospital. Now yet the state of the art facilities are baho to the extent to say one more FPS for one more year you must start to rent and be baho. One some of the helicopter they call FPS. Yeah. You form there to helicopter no you two more I don't remember maritime hospital ya helipad helicopter ni bisi ho your system a betimi ama yare for no ya number straight to emergency na ya treating ya wo ya whatever that's wo this is the vision of John Dramani Mahama. Kotema Port, one of the modern ports
in West Africa and by extension in Africa. Tema port.
By I see maton.
Yeah?
Maton.
I was the board chairman. What we did was PPP. Now here BOT. Build, operate, and transfer. Yeah, why the man see I make it's about 7 years in here. One more transfer for I'm saying maximum of 25 years or 30 years. They say 7 years ago. Port in the sea hono. Obekata when baby no. Na time on us. Na omo free hona. Omo the port no. Nina magana na Ghana afa. They say you feel say time no matter oboka. Na port na be Ghana there. Enti ye legacy ya build am nchirima a omo ba be didi so edidim. Ko airport na he. Airport no say atonwana. And then airport one of the best. Obi fi obroche ba no be see airport you cry. That is what a visionary leader does. Ko Kumasi first no. Ufufu beja ufufu na watu America befa because enyumre flight intimi through Kumasi Mankran. Under John Dramani Mahama. Ye extended runway. Ye dey a friend say aviation lights ni ade na ko ho a utimi di fufu wie e ma ho jojo kra ma 8 o'clock. Obefa play now dey aba e dey bankran. Emma ye started second phase ene ye nuanu ko wie kura o mo say ye nka ba bia jo mama na koji husika contractor ye adwuma bibia ya nsesa ni nyina na ye dey sa airport for ye bi Okumasi ye ko bie so a ya mojo mama din kura so wa ye bibi ho. But the people of Ghana knows because answer na jo mama be free so in about December 2016 and the president Muhammad Otumfo nyina kwa no mo kate sword for the commencement of the second phase of the Kumasi Airport Rehab expansion project. Okay, so I don't know. And I'm going to Ethiopia. Say they are fast. Some can see by. I say your mama should Ethiopia there. These are records there. Go to KGT market and see what has happened there. Intermediate. The person may catch a Ghana for. Say Sabat wa ebe tu there. Me pamucho 8 years now. Dr. Bamiani na Kufuado. Hey, ni asasabro. Me so for say ni asasabro be kotodwe. No why no so wama kotodwe e kabum wona mana ka bum sa sasabro ama kotodwe e kabum na sasabro be kotodwe no why no ni ana na kufu adu MPP betimi ama e ya Ghana for no they have nothing to offer in any case no why ye ni elected Dr. Bawumia if he had anything to do or your chairman of the economic management team a flag bearer of the party it you know onona the future of the party regionalism and kasa 1 year you know and also the year mo na no catch me say 1 year ya be flag bearer no kra say no mate no ya menyembe ma graduate mate no ama ya the steer no asha mensa steer no ehe na nenam be no
mo steer no emami
Mesi amfamo.
Na chama yafa senate nkomo no efem kakra ansa ma bisa question bi am dey twato. We are senate contributor.
No correct.
Na senate say investment or dey sika me so me contributor ntime so maka ho. Investment or dey sika no koye no kai ya ba muti no ope obi a anase private individual betimi dey sika be shem. But minim say what hula balu e fa asem no ho ye say bra champon ye ton ama no ye ne say sa senate investment ade ne hotel asem na da ho no ne kwan so na senate ye ni
well ne bi kan ma me nka say senate asem me kano as a Ghanaian citizen me so ma braba me be boy na matua senate contribution more than 240 months 240 months now the ama mandatory no matra etua bi kura ma ne broso nti I have every right to comment on how my contribution is put to ne di kan no me gidi say Ghana for your boomfu bebre se ebuofu pa aka me sure say ya tunte su kokko pa de a kire aban we say sounds na me gidi say workers of Ghana need TUC even though of late, you know, who say there's some little proactiveness, no, I think that it is almost getting late in the day because this is workers' money. SNIT investment, no, workers for seeker. Now, this SNIT, you know, say they should hold our money in trust.
Yeah.
So because you hold it in trust, and now they obi na di 2 million more say hold it in trust. In Tikabaya, Ghana for bebree betimi asori asensan signature akache won say about 10,000 Ghanaians can say board no kra no yempemo abansesa won because they are not doing the right thing for us. Why I am not against anybody, any Ghanaian be say ye betimi ye nyina yembotae ne statement be a champon ye successive government ne other politicians I say Ghanaians should take the commanding heights of business of the economy. Nti eno de kama pese Ghana for. But you say I want say is that what Nana Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia represent? Because omo ba ye do. Omo beto Ghana for omo entrepreneurs. Omo taking the commanding heights of the economy. One is Dr. Komnadufo. Oye a renowned banker. What me are building the banking empire. I see you the bank. Say Afagana. Nipa bebree nya ho faso na beyond Unibank no our subsidiaries are area adwuma credits. After let's look at Dr. Pakwesi Ndum ono de ofrimamo stock ye na ekofa de bae e no dan na chichire ye no ono ade ntoma bebo modia no but yeso trokwadu a no yi na breaker. Dr. Pakwesi Ndum revolutionized the banking system. He brought banking to the doorstep of the ordinary Ghanaians. Me too kwanko Ghana pa so po bi e ba twin Ghana ha. I mean, every nook and cranny of this country because our local government minister, national organizer for the party, vice chairman for the party, a chairman for the party. Minim baby amen koy. Every corner be abeko bi abeka ko shia group in the bank.
GN Bango.
Me do baby am say, "Eh, na papa yi, enti ama ye ma amenom enya microcredit adwadifo na nkrofo etibi hia wom ebro omje wom sika okwanso na de na etimi koto obekọ no na GM Bank this market in China want to open no akwaji sika odi ni dwawi a obetra cap no ko. And he was addressing the security that our market women were having. And after why intermediary obwa small scale maame no ma also nti eno economy bia betimi akoso a that aspect no eyeyi a en economy no eyeyi wo ya ma no omukodwom na so omutimi ye na aboso no modu a obeba na ya no aduane si your friend say esi tables near misa chop money. And
where did you purchase?
The Pakwesi Ndum Bank no are going to distress her. Do you know what we do to distress banks? Government comes in with an intervention. Lloyd Bank, they did same for them. In fact, in America recently, banks in Ibiwa almost go into distress. You know? The government came in to bail them out. And the government be bail you out. Now I be taking the supervisory role, no say.
Yeah.
Bank of Ghana ba betna okonso. Nia make sure say obeye bank ni ye. Na sika e dia be hwemu no. Adehye bia no who make profit na yetete. Nti bia be 10 to 20 years no. Na watimi ate. I thought the big crowd for the sake of one employment of about 3,000 people am lose one job. Any emma omunya identity government betimi aka say look, let us take part of the responsibility. Near write some off because of the social factors. Because when we say, so the bank ko akurase the okase Barclays any Societe Generale any Ecobank enko akurase omonko
na stand chart
and that's onko akurase because okohwa the profit margin. I thought if you can now create social service, you don't get the profit. And the government based on this one, yeah, the Zika crash him near Revival Bank no more. How much money did government pump into restructuring the banks? And those who say about 20-something, 5 billion, and also the restructured bank. No. Meanwhile, he needed about 8 to less than 10 billion. Yeah. Now, go to revival those ailing banks. No, do you know the troubles that people have gotten as a result of this? And you know, say about per se or individual Ghanaians, it may take commanding height. Our business more. He should start with Dr. Komnadufo and Pakwesi Ndum, UT Bank, Kofi Amoaben, and Oma Akan. Nanko wayesa. Dika neno kawose hotel no so no. Oh yeah, the Sadia near who say, oh operate simultaneous equation. And the simultaneous equation, they say what happens at the right hand of the equation must also happen at the left hand of the equation. So my mathematics 7 me right there because me fit school at check.
Yeah.
And that is what I understand.
My one and the master can
But want to me enko gu Ghanaian entrepreneurs what banking sector nyina adwuma Ma ba be ka kire ye say e ba hotel there obi abie hotel be a friend Rock City no o pese o turn down no dey na dwuma koso. Then it means that you are not being fair. But in governance, fairness, transparency, equity, and a friend say social accountability, and it may be Emma Amamu etimi koso. Eti branch champon. Good. So you good wo hotel moi. Unim naka abanu betimi aye. Very simple. Government now appointed the board members of the SNITs. And majority of them are appointed. Intika government betimi aka say branch champon we ye agric minister. But me hwe wadwuma wa ye e wo hotel industry na. Ma who said who knowledge until I'm giving you additional responsibility. Nakoda board no so na fa sa enuonyam ni nimdie na wo no inject it into the a friend say snit hotels na enya adwuma no na fa wo entrepreneurship and I mean I say kwafo adwadie bi fa no koboa na ade no ntimi nye yi wo say da bi me to ama no o to ama no kwan ben so maya na manye panye ni yi GH boy yeah, I mean it's a very serious matter. Yes. You see, so what you could have done simply was to have reassigned him and asked him to go and help in rebuilding those hotels, The second one, the woman they say, there's a certain propaganda air cost within the MPP media communication. Say, oh, Branch Champon Koji Hotel, you cannot be minister of Agric. But Branch Champon profile, now for better. Now he said, Branch Champon has been a minister of state at the office of the president. Yeah. SNIT under the office of the president. And the decisions that was taken even to offload the shares, was taken at a meeting at the office of the president where Branch Champon was a minister of state there. He has been minister at the office of national security. He has been a deputy interior minister or thereabout. Yeah. And he was part and parcel of the government. Was a cabinet minister. Decision when you take at the core cabinet. And he is privy to those decisions. And so no turn around with other competitors. Then there is conflict of interest. There is clear conflict of interest because he might have been privy to certain information, certain other board no. Aban what so na na Akufo no yi snit for board from far. I understand the chairperson is Elizabeth Ohene. Elizabeth Ohene has served under Akufo and has served under this government. He's part and parcel of the MPP government. I'm not saying she's not entitled for it. But no conflict of interest no woman. It is a minister no aba no say this ya. Nyetie bia no ma ban kra na wo ho na edu minister bi bank e be ka say or also no or certain influences be a betimi ako ediado enti no me dem gidi say okay Branch Champon and Sesa Okoji Hotel no okay and Sesa Okoji Hotel aka 6 months na aban besesa aban sesa enema bebre betimi asi onfa no the Rock City Hotel no efe on running no dey or a private entrepreneur na nia eya aban dia no me gidi say de se flotu ade ne apɛ international hoteliers mu ne ade no maba obi ba no nim say processes ne fair transparent we will get other people again. La Pam is doing well, Labadi is not doing well. In fact, ofri La Pama fa car na de Labadi hotel fa moto na de Labadi hotel. In fact nante no across boundary crowd na wo mu walk around me, sure say be a walk a bit that woman. And if La Pam is doing well, now more the magic formula now. All what you do, Bible cry or say talent, you teacher, but when the man or year, no 2 4 then the shareholder, or some money the number for money or the year, now on Fanquintino, all what you do, they say, look, La Pam, you are doing well, Labadi is not doing well. We are ceding the management of Labadi to you. None of them attended La Pam round, but me that anyway. There are so many management tools available to address this issue without necessarily selling it to the other person. Okay. Now, finally, no. Yeah. Now, I'm sure they say si ebubu lapam dan no labadi dan no ye bubu ni na gu fam na say ye ton asase na the value of that land will be higher than what is being offered for there. Do you know how much beachfront costs to say? Enti no niamani nyina no it is murky, it is not transparent. And you can do yourself a lot of good if you listen to Ghanaians who poured onto the street. Why what do you say? What done say Nebuchadnezzar say Pharaoh what prim wakoma ne beka bia wudie we de bra wakoma se kakra na ti na Ghana foka na you nsa free sa hotel ye ho na yemfa some other means bi emfa revival sa hotel because state capture one person. And you know the painful aspect of it. You are giving 60% shares. It means that Ghana has lost its say.
Yeah.
Because there's majority shareholder, no, they call the shot.
Yeah.
And you can say I buy take 60%. Near 40% shares in the private sector. Now buy who do sway in terms of say and the workers now music community. I think it's a bad deal. And they should listen to the voice of reason.
Okay.
They should pull out of the deal and use other means. Okay. But Champo, you can do yourself a lot of good if you humbly eat the humble pie and decide that other people because we cannot give 4 hotels to one person. Big hotels, big land, we can turn it around.
All right.